AVC Jack here. Welcome back to Vinyl Martini. This is my second video in one day. I don't think I've ever done that, but I am going to do a contest entry for my good friend Darryl, the Northern Vinyl guy. That's his channel. He's celebrating 1 year in the VC. Now I should point out that Northern in this case means really Northern. Now I come from Toronto, and we used to when we go away for a weekend, somebody asks you, where are you going? And we say, oh, we're going up north. Now, up north meant anywhere outside of the city boundaries. It could be Stouffville, Ontario, which is about 20 miles north of Toronto. It could be somewhere in Lake Simcoe. It could be Georgian Bay, maybe as far afield as Gravenhurst in the Muskokas. But Darryl lives really, really, really up north. I think he lives in Moosonee, which is on the shores of Hudson's Bay. There is only rail service into this community and air service. So there's no roads in and out. City has got some polar bear problems, I know. So Darryl is kind of way out there. So I really commend him for doing a channel. And like I said, he's celebrating 1 year in the VC. So congratulations, Darryl. He has got 9 questions he wants us to answer. And let's just get on with it. First question. Share a song title or song lyric that has an unusual lyric or word in it. Well, I gave this one some thought, and I don't think anybody, the album that I'm going to pull the song title from is Sparks Propaganda. I think this is from about sorry, I got the wrong, I'm showing it the wrong way. There's the cover there. There's the boys, the male brothers. On the boat being kidnapped, I guess. But the song I'm thinking about is a song called Achoo. I don't even know if achoo is a word, but sneezing achoo, that's what I'm talking about. And the lyrics are a little bit cryptic, but I think I'll read them to you, okay? Achoo by Ron Mail. Who knows what the wind's gonna bring when the invalid sings? La la is what a powerful sting that'll stop any opera or any bing. Sing, spread the news across the land. All winners will be also Rands. Achoo, one size fits everyone. Achoo, one breath, the deed has been done. So, Achoo, that's it's on Island Records, U.S. Press, I think. The Palm Tree Island Records. So, I don't think Achoo's ever been used in a song title or in lyrics since this record's been released. So that is that's my candidate for a word that's never been used in a record before, on a song before. Number 2, show a record in your collection that is not pressed in your country. Well, I'm going to show a Peter Case record, and this album cover here. Yeah, it's got an interesting title. This is The Man with the Blue Post Modern Fragmented Neo-Traditionalist Guitar. I'll do that again. The Man with the Blue Postmodern Fragmented Neo-Traditionalist Guitar. Peter Case used to be in a band called the Plimsouls. Then he went on to do a solo career, more of a singer-songwriter career, basically acoustic guitar with some backing. But the Plimsouls used to hang out with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers when the Heartbreakers were trying to make it in LA. They used to hang out at Shelter Records together. Saw an interview with this guy on a channel. Very interesting takes on the music business. But this is a great record, and it's on Geffen Records. Normally, I've seen it before in Canada, but I happened to run across this copy in Amsterdam, and this is a German pressing. Very beautiful pressing. Cost me €5, so very happy to find that. I was really surprised to find that in the record bins in Amsterdam. So, Peter Case, German pressing. Number 3, show an album from a province that borders yours. Well, I live in BC. To the east of us is Alberta, so I will show Alberta's own Ian Tyson. I think this is probably the only record from Alberta that I have in my collection, but this is called Old Corrals and Sagebrush. Ian Tyson, of course, formerly of the duo Ian and Sylvia. Great voice. Man, he was an outlaw. Didn't make it in the outlaw movement. He just sort of missed it, but fantastic singer. This is a great album of cowboy songs and ranch songs. I think Ian Tyson just passed away about maybe 3 years ago. Happy to have this one in my collection. So from Alberta, Ian Tyson. Number 4, show a music item in your collection that is not a record. So I'm going to show you a book that I got from my daughter. So it's really close to my heart. She gave it to me for Christmas about 3 or 4 years ago. And this is Colors, Extraordinary Records. And it's sort of the history of colored vinyl. And beautiful pictures in here, examples of albums that are pressed on colored vinyl through the years. Let me see if I can find something. Yeah, well, here's Eagles Hotel California pressed on green vinyl. And these are not just reissues from a few years ago or the last 10 years. These are original pressings, when special pressings. What else do we have here? Just bear with me for a second here. Nope. I want to get somebody that somebody knows. How about Weird Al Yankovic? There's a colored pressing from Weird Al's album. Anyways, like I said, this is a special book to me, and thanks to my daughter Sloan for getting that for me for Christmas. And a really interesting read as well. A lot of background on vinyl pressings, colored vinyl pressings, and a beautiful hardcover book. I don't normally have any. I don't buy hardcover books. I don't buy paperbacks of music books. I read a lot from the library, but I don't buy them because I got enough problems storing records. I don't want books to start taking over the house. Okay, question number 5. Show an album from the 80s. Well, how about this record that everybody should recognize? This is Public Image Limited. It's just called Album. It's from 1985. Found this copy for $10 in Denver at Wax Trax, and it is it's a promo album. It's got the gold stamp on there, and it's in beautiful condition. And I don't think you can find it for $10 anywhere else. So really happy to have that. On the 80s, Public Image Limited, John Lydon and Company, great record. Share a struggle that you have in collecting music. Well, I don't like to cry about this too much because Darryl has has so many problems getting records shipped up there. Not even records, just the price of living up there is just astronomical. We got price of fuel, of food, etc., let alone records. So anyways, but I am going to bitch a little bit about shipping costs in this country. And I just bought a Box Tops record, mint condition. The album's called Cry Like a Baby. I just showed it in my last video or a couple of videos ago. But I just want to give you an example about how much Canada Post charges for shipping. So these prices are in American prices. The album was priced at $11.99 US. Shipping is $17 US. But in Canadian funds, that totals $41.75. Man, that is why I do not buy records online, because Canada Post is just outrageous. And Canada Post, cover your ears, folks. You can just, man, you can just shit in your hat. I am not giving you any money for that. So that is my big beef about record collecting, because I can't buy online. Shipping costs for anything in Canada is just outrageous. Okay, enough of that. A grail or a sought-after record you hope to find this year? Well, I don't have a list of records that I want to find, but I'm constantly find grails when I'm just out crate digging, and I didn't even know they were grails. Like, I'm looking for some early Fairport convention, say. I hope to find some of that this year. I hope to find some, maybe add some more records to my Peter Gabriel collection. Stuff like that. So like I said, I don't have a list, and I just go out in the wild, and I'm constantly surprised. I find grails all the time. I didn't even know they're grails. So I like to fill in holes in my collection. I like to discover new bands. And if you discover a new band, how that's not really a grail, but it can be a grail. All right. Number 8, we're getting up to the end here. Show an album that people will be surprised that you own. Well, how about an Anne Murray record? And this one is called I'll Always Love You. Like, is this thrift store find every day of the week? I mean, how many times do you run across an Anne Murray record? But the reason I have this record is I bought a collection off a friend of mine. Now, he's pretty much a middle of the road kind of guy, so there wasn't very much wild stuff in his collection. I bought about 200 records total out of his collection. And for example, I found an original Neil Young Harvest, mint condition, a Deja Vu mint condition. So he had some pretty good records. But there was also a lot of this kind of stuff. Nana Muscuri, Anne Murray, Melissa Manchester, but they're all in mint condition. So I mean, I'll gladly give them away to somebody who loves these type of artists, but I just can't, I haven't found a way of getting rid of them, because I know they're only, even if they're in mint condition, they're only worth $1. So that's why I have it. But in Anne Murray's favor, she's got a fantastic voice, by the way. She is Nova Scotia's doll. Pride of Nova Scotia. She's got a deep, husky voice. She is known as One Take Anne, by the way. She can, she rarely does very many takes on a song when she's recording. So anyways, surprised that I have an Anne Murray record? That's why I have them. All right, last and not least, number 9. Shout out a non-VC channel that you enjoy watching. Well, I'm going to say a channel by a guy called Otis Gibbs. He is an American singer-songwriter, does kind of alt country, folky, yeah, Americana. Sam, if you don't know Otis Gibbs, you should check him out. Check him out, just stream him online. He's a great singer, but he does a talking channel, and he is the most humble guy you'd ever want to meet. He has been in the business for a long time. He's just trying to make it on his own as an independent artist. Every Saturday morning, he does a little chat with a coffee chat. He's always got great stories to tell. He is like the most self-effacing guy. He talks about what it's like to be an independent guy. He's got a big following in Scandinavia, in Holland, in England, and he's not well known at all, but he's got a fantastic channel. It's not as if he needs more subscribers, because I'm sure that he's got at least 100,000 subscribers, but it's so great to wake up on a Sunday morning, make yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and there's his video waiting for you. And he also has a Patreon, and he's just a normal independent musician that's trying to make the mortgage payments and trying to buy a couple of bags of dog food for his dog. And he also does interviews with people in Nashville, sort of obscure musicians, session musicians, who tell fantastic stories about the big stars, you know, the Willie Nelsons, the Bob Dylans, etc. Minor players, but they've seen it all. So that's a great channel. Check him out. His name that's the name of his channel is just Otis Gibbs. All right, so let's get on to the prizes that Darryl's offering. So he's got a choice of 2. First one is he found some random CDs in his desk at work. He's a teacher, and he is gonna, if that's your choice, he will ship out those CDs to you. He didn't say what they were. Who knows? You're gonna take your chances, and I'm sure the shipping from Moosonee is gonna cost a lot of money. But the second choice of a prize is that he is willing to dive in a snowbank in a t-shirt and shorts, and he's going to get his wife to do the filming, and if that's the winner's choice, he will post that on his channel. So I am going for option number 2, of course. So there you go, Darryl. Again, congratulations on 1 year in the vinyl community. You got a great channel. You're a great guy, and I will be back in a couple of days doing another vinyl tag. See you later. Cheers, guys.